Hi everybody, welcome to Homework Help for Adults with Mrs. D. Today we're going to be doing 3-digit addition problems, but this time we're adding in regrouping, which is another layer where we're changing the place value of something. So we have here, Jack has 264 pencils, Jill has 127 pencils. How many pencils do they have all together? So the first step is for students to figure out what the equation is. So here they're going to need to identify the numbers that we're working with. So in this particular problem we have 264 and 127. And then we have to figure out what operation to use. So again, this kind of code words like we've talked about in our other videos that help us understand, is this an addition problem, a subtraction problem? All together means that we're putting them together, which means that this is an addition problem. So 264 plus 127. So we're going to go back to that stack and stretch method, right? So we start out with 264, 127, 264 plus 127, we're going to stretch this out into the expanded form so we can really see what's going on with the place value. 200 plus 60 plus 4. And then here we have 100 plus 20 plus 7. So that expanded form lets us really see what's happening as we go to solve this problem. So to start, we always are going to go to the ones place. As we've talked about in other videos, students do want to always start at this side because it's natural. We read from left to right, so it makes sense that we want to start from the left-hand side, but we want to always encourage them to start here with the ones. You might have to remind your student a couple of times, where do we start? Over here at the ones. So normally we would just add our ones and then move on to our tens, but in this case you'll see that it requires us to do some regrouping or reorganizing of our number. So we have 4 plus 7, which is 11. Well, we can't have an 11 in our ones place because we know that now there's a digit in our tens place here. So what we need to do then is shift a 10 or make a new 10. So this is the language that you might hear and your students will hear in the classroom, is shifting or making a new 10. So to shift this 10, we're going to put it up over here. We want to make sure that we cross it off here so we know that we've used it already. So we just leave this 1 behind. So 10 plus 6 plus 20 is 90. And then 200 plus 100 is 300. So we have 300 plus 90 plus 1. So that's going to be 391. You would get the same answer if you did this with the standard algorithm, which is the way that we used to add. So you would just put the 1 here, you would carry the 1 here, you would see that's a 9, and then you would have 2 plus 1 equals 3. The problem with that method is that students don't understand when we say carry a 1, it's not really a 1, it's actually a 10. So to help students really understand the value of numbers, we move to this kind of model and talk more about shifting tens and making new tens. You can also shift hundreds and make new hundreds. So that may be something that you're seeing as well with your regrouping. Generally, we start with regrouping tens, and then as students become comfortable with that, we regroup within the hundreds. I hope that this helps you understand a little bit about what your students might be seeing in the classroom. Have a great day. Good luck.